Hey, how are you? Nice to see
Yeah,
you, Steph.
yeah, you too. For a man who has a remarkable instinct for a kind of great story and a great project, what was it about Freaky that really lured you in?
Really, it was the director. We've made 7 movies with Chris Landon. He's one of the family at Blumhouse, and he's a spectacular talent. And had we read the script with anyone else directing, I wouldn't. I would have been very dubious because the tone is so hard to get right. But the secret thing that made us say yes was definitely Chris Landon.
You must have been absolutely thrilled as well to get Vince Vaughn on this project. I mean, that role allows so much kind of playfulness and kind of so much sort of sense of adventure, and he nails that part completely.
I was thrilled. I met with him 2, 3 years ago. We had a great meeting. He expressed a desire to do a movie for us. I said, well, we'll find the right thing eventually. It took about a year. He was the first person we sent this to. He said yes right on the spot. And I was really, really pleased. And I feel like Vince Vaughn is up to his, it's the Vince Vaughn we all fell in love with, the comedic Vince Vaughn. And I can't wait for people to see the movie and kind of rediscover him.
And I mean, looking at like your credits over recent years and the credits you've got coming up, you seem like the busiest man in Hollywood. How involved are you in every single project that you kind of are involved? Because I mean, I feel like that you can't ever have a day off with the amount of stuff you seem to be working on.
Tell me about it. I mean, it's exhausting being there. No, it's very fun. To answer your question very specifically, hopefully not that involved. Because if I'm involved, I always tell the directors or of our shows and movies, if I'm really involved, something's not going right. So I think one of my strengths as a producer is I know when to leave something alone. And if it's going well, I leave it alone. And I have no desire to direct or produce. I'm not a frustrated director or producer, so I don't need my imprint for the sake of my imprint being there. So hopefully, if I've done my job well, which is pick the project, pick the director, pick the cast, pick the mechanism underneath the show or movie, I don't have to do too much until editing and marketing. But it doesn't always go like that.
Yeah. Well, just thinking about how much you've got, and I always imagine you've got this really incredible Google spreadsheet to keep on top of everything because you've got to have a good spreadsheet, do
I have an excellent spreadsheet right in here.
And I was wondering too, because I mean, you've got so many kind of projects coming up in the future. It's kind of hard to choose one. But the one I just wanted to speak to you about briefly was Wolfman, starring Ryan Gosling, and how excited you are to get started on that, and how thrilled you are that Ryan's taking on that role, which seems like a bit of a departure for him.
Yeah, I'm really excited about it. Even more excited because my wife is writing it, which is pretty awesome. And we had a great time doing The Invisible Man. And I was hoping if The Invisible Man, if people were happy with it, we'd get to do more. And my hope came true. So I have high hopes for Wolfman, and I want to shoot it. I want to shoot it at some point next year.
And I was going to ask too, because obviously Freaky is one of those movies that is just so fun to watch and sort of engaging in an audience member. And I'm so thrilled to see it's getting a kind of theatrical release over here in the UK. How pleased are you it is getting released in cinemas and it has managed to kind of ride that wave of this year? Because it feels like a movie that should be seen on the biggest screen possible.
Yeah, I'm really happy. And there's no better way to see our movies or any movie really, but especially our movies than in the theater, in the cinema. And although it's compromised, it's playing in a lot of different places around the world. In the U.S. too, hopefully we'll see if it spikes. But in the U.S. too, we're playing theatrically at least for a little bit. And we have exhibition partners all over the world. I'm proud to be giving them a new movie to play instead of running Jaws again. So I feel very good about it.
Yeah, brilliant. Well, thanks so much for your time today, Jason. Much appreciated.
Thank you. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, you're watching Hey You Guys!
Hey You Guys, huh?
Hey, you guys.
Is that from the Goonies?
It is indeed, yes.
Nice.